A beautiful home does not need to be large to feel expensive. In fact, some of the most compelling interiors belong to small homes, spaces where thoughtful decor choices, carefully balanced color palettes, and furniture that respects the scale of the room do the work that square footage cannot. When the right elements come together, a compact living space can feel just as refined, comfortable, and high-end as any sprawling luxury home, and often more intimate and personal than those larger counterparts. By combining soft textures, elegant lighting, and timeless decor accents, even a modest room can give the impression of a designer interior, and none of it requires major renovation or an intimidating budget. In this guide, you'll find elegant home decor ideas covering luxury small living room styling, hotel-inspired bedroom design, statement mirrors, layered lighting, coffee table curation, entryway elegance, and the principles of quiet luxury, each one a practical, achievable way to elevate everyday spaces.
Before we delve into our exploration, allow us to extend a warm welcome back to Amica Studio. For those joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating insights into home and interior design inspiration.
Elegant small home design ideas, luxury living room, bedroom, and entryway styling for compact spaces. These ideas draw on the most loved elements of modern interior design: neutral luxury color palettes, sculptural decor accents, marble-inspired surfaces, and soft ambient lighting. Whether you're in a small house, apartment, condo, or studio, they offer a clear path toward a home that feels calm, polished, and genuinely beautiful every single day. One. Small bedroom design, boutique hotel-inspired ideas that feel luxurious. How to make a small bedroom feel like a luxury hotel: bedding, color, and atmosphere. One of the most reliable ways to make a bedroom feel expensive is to borrow directly from what boutique hotels do so well, and the answer is almost always about atmosphere rather than space. Soft bedding layers, an upholstered headboard, and warm bedside lighting combine to create a refined and restful mood that is unmistakably elevated. A neutral palette of champagne beige, ivory, and soft taupe keeps the room calm and promotes genuine rest, while luxury bedding materials, cotton sateen sheets, a textured blanket, and a small collection of decorative pillows, build layers of comfort that engage the senses before a word about thread count is spoken. Together, these choices transform even a very compact bedroom into the kind of retreat that feels restorative rather than merely functional. The single highest impact upgrade in a small bedroom is almost always the bedding. Invest in one set of quality cotton sheets with a thread count between 400 and 600. Nightstand styling for small bedrooms, elegant details that add luxury without clutter. A hotel-inspired bedroom extends its elegance to the nightstand, that small surface beside the bed that most people treat as a dumping ground and designers treat as an opportunity. A well-chosen table lamp providing reading light, a marble tray organizing a few necessities, and one or two small decorative objects, a ceramic piece, a small candle, add a layer of quiet sophistication that the rest of the bedroom builds from. The discipline here is in knowing what to leave off. The nightstand that looks expensive is almost always the one with fewer things on it, not more, because restraint and intentionality are what create the sense of a considered space rather than a convenient surface. A marble or stone tray on the nightstand serves both a practical and a visual purpose. It corrals small items, phone, hand cream, reading glasses, so they read as organized rather than scattered, and the material adds luxury without requiring any permanent change. Two. Small living room ideas: how to style a compact space to look luxurious. Warm neutral living room colors that make a small space feel open and high-end. A small living room can feel remarkably sophisticated when built around a warm neutral color palette. Soft beige, cream, taupe, and warm ivory are the colors that interior designers reach for when they want a space to feel open, airy, and quietly luxurious all at once. These tones work because they don't fight each other or the eye, allowing the textures and materials in the room to become the expressive layer instead. A velvet sofa, a marble coffee table, and a brass floor lamp introduced into this calm background deliver subtle glamour without tipping into visual overload, producing the kind of cozy, polished environment that looks curated rather than casually assembled. Layering textures is equally essential. A linen throw pillow, a textured area rug, and a sculptural ceramic vase add the depth and dimension that prevent a neutral palette from reading as flat or uninspired. In small living rooms, keep your wall color and your largest upholstered piece within the same warm neutral family. Too much contrast between sofa and walls makes the room feel fragmented and smaller. How to style a sofa in a small living room: cushions, throws, and curated decor accents. In a small living room, the sofa carries the room. It is the first thing the eye lands on and the object that sets the tone for everything else. Elegant sofa styling through layered cushions, a neutral throw draped at one end, and a considered mix of accent pillows in boucle, velvet, and warm neutral tones can transform a basic sofa into something that reads as intentional and luxurious rather than merely functional. Surrounding the sofa with designer decor accents, sculptural candles, a small stack of beautiful books, an artistic ceramic bowl on the coffee table, completes the picture, giving the room the curated, thoughtfully designed feel that distinguishes a styled interior from a simply furnished one. Limit your sofa cushions to an odd number, 3 or 5, and vary them by size and texture rather than using matching sets. A designer sofa almost always has at least 2 different fabric textures in the cushion arrangement. Three. Lighting ideas for small homes: how the right light makes a space feel expensive. Layered lighting for small rooms: ambient, task, and accent light for a cozy luxury feel. Lighting is the element that transforms a room more completely than almost anything else, and in a small home, where every design decision carries extra weight, getting the lighting right is non-negotiable. The approach that creates a cozy luxury atmosphere is layering: ambient light from a central source or recessed fixtures for general illumination, task lighting from a desk or reading lamp for focused activity, and accent lighting from wall sconces or a table lamp to highlight decor and add warmth. Warm-toned bulbs and diffused light sources are the choices that produce a luxury interior glow, softening shadows, revealing textures, and making every decorative element in the room look its best. the difference between a space that feels inviting and one that merely feels lit. Decorative lamps and statement light fixtures that work in small spaces. A beautiful lighting fixture does double duty in a small home. It illuminates and it decorates, functioning as a sculptural element as much as a practical one. A sculptural table lamp with a ceramic or brass base, a slim profile pendant light above a dining table, or an elegant floor lamp in a corner all add visual height and personality to a room while contributing to its overall lighting balance. In smaller spaces, choosing fixtures with slim profiles and glass or open metalwork elements rather than solid, opaque bodies keeps the visual weight light, ensuring that the fixture adds presence without contributing to the sense of crowding that small rooms are always working against. When choosing a pendant light for a small dining area or kitchen island, opt for one larger fixture rather than multiple small ones. A single statement pendant reads as more intentional and takes up less visual space than a cluster of pendants that can feel busy in compact rooms. Four. Wall decor ideas for small homes, art, mirrors, and displays that elevate a room. Oversized wall art and gallery walls, how to decorate small space walls for a high-end look. Wall decor is one of the most underused tools in small home styling, and one of the most powerful. A single oversized art piece hung confidently on a wall does something that a collection of smaller, mismatched frames cannot. It commands the room, draws the eye upward, and makes the space feel deliberately designed rather than randomly decorated. For small interiors, artwork in neutral tones, soft abstract patterns, or minimalist palettes works best because it contributes character without competing with the room's furnishings for visual attention. Combining a large statement piece with floating shelves or a sculptural wall object adds the layered dimension that makes a wall feel styled rather than simply covered. The most common wall art mistake in small rooms is hanging pieces too high. Artwork should be centered at approximately eye level, around 145 to 150 centimeters from the floor to the center of the piece, not pushed toward the ceiling. Statement mirrors with gold frames, the small room trick that adds light and space. A statement mirror is arguably the single most effective decorating tool in a small home's arsenal. It reflects light, visually expands the room, and functions as a piece of decor in its own right, doing 3 jobs with a single purchase. A large decorative mirror in a warm gold or brass frame hung above a console table or sofa becomes an instant focal point, and the warm metallic of the frame contributes the same quality signal as brass fixtures or hardware anywhere else in the room. Supporting reflective elements, glass decor objects, metallic frames on artwork, polished ceramic surfaces, multiply the effect across the room, building a brightness and sense of openness that feels designer deliberate rather than accidental. Position a large mirror on the wall that receives the most natural light, or directly opposite a window. This placement doubles the amount of daylight the room perceives and creates the strongest sense of visual expansion. Five. Small entryway ideas: how to style a narrow foyer to feel elegant and welcoming. Small foyer decor that makes a grand first impression: console tables, mirrors, and trays. The entryway is the first thing a visitor experiences and the last thing you see before leaving, which makes it one of the most important rooms in a small home to get right, despite often being the smallest. Even a narrow foyer becomes elegant with the right few elements. A marble or stone-topped console table provides both a surface and a material quality cue. A decorative tray corrals keys and small items elegantly rather than letting them scatter, and a large statement mirror opens the space visually while doubling as a decorative focal point. Fresh flowers, a sculptural accent, or a small decorative bowl can be all that's needed beyond these 3 anchors, because the entryway earns its luxury not through abundance but through intention. In a very narrow entryway where a full console table is too deep, look for a slim hall table with a depth of 25 to 30 centimeters. These exist specifically for tight spaces and provide all the styling surface of a wider piece without projecting into the walkway. Console table styling for small entryways, lamps, art, and accessories that signal luxury. A console table styled well is a small design lesson in proportion and restraint, and it's a lesson that pays dividends in every home, regardless of size. A designer table lamp at one end provides warm light and vertical interest, a piece of framed artwork or a small leaning print adds personality, and a decorative tray with a few curated objects grounds the center of the surface without consuming it. Neutral tones paired with brushed gold accents and marble textures bring the same quiet sophistication that defines luxury interior design throughout the rest of the home, ensuring that the entryway feels continuous with the spaces beyond it rather than like a hastily decorated corridor. Style a console table asymmetrically rather than symmetrically, a lamp at one end, art leaning slightly off-center, and a small object cluster on the opposite side creates a more dynamic and naturally elegant arrangement than two identical objects flanking a central piece, which can feel stiff and hotel lobby predictable. Keep the floor area beneath the console clear or use it for a single basket or a small stool. Clutter beneath the table undermines the elegance above it. Six. Coffee table styling ideas: how to decorate a small living room table like a designer. What to put on a coffee table: designer decor objects that elevate your living room. A well-styled coffee table is one of the most accessible ways to make a small living room feel genuinely designer-inspired, and it starts with the table itself. A marble or glass surface brings an immediate quality signal that elevates everything placed on top of it. From there, the approach is curation rather than collection. A small stack of beautiful books arranged by color, a sculptural candle or two, and a ceramic vase or bowl are the ingredients that most interior stylists return to because they offer varied heights, textures, and organic shapes without tipping into clutter. The rule of three, grouping decor objects in sets of three at different heights, creates the kind of visual balance that looks effortless but is the product of a clear and simple principle. Coffee table decor should be styled from the center outward, not from the edges in. High-end coffee table decor on a budget, choosing pieces that look expensive. The decor objects that make a coffee table look expensive are rarely the ones that cost the most, they're the ones with interesting shapes, honest materials, and quiet craftsmanship. Handmade pottery, sculptural bowls with an organic rim, and minimalist candle holders in matte ceramic or glass consistently outperform cheaper decorative objects because the materials and forms themselves carry inherent elegance. Combining marble, ceramic, and glass on a single surface creates the textural contrast and material variety that luxury styling depends on, and even 2 or 3 exceptionally chosen pieces can make a small living room feel curated and refined in a way that a surface covered in many mediocre items never will. When shopping for coffee table decor on a budget, prioritize form and material over brand or price tag. A well-shaped handmade ceramic bowl from a local market can outperform an expensive branded object if its shape is interesting and its material is genuine. Seven. Quiet luxury home decor, timeless style ideas for small spaces that feel expensive. Quiet luxury interior design, neutral color palettes and natural materials that never date. Quiet luxury is the design philosophy that small homes are made for, because it is built entirely on the quality of what's in a room rather than the quantity of it. Soft tones like warm taupe, creamy beige, and off-white create an environment that feels simultaneously peaceful and refined, the kind of backdrop that never goes out of style because it is grounded in something more enduring than trend. Natural materials, linen upholstery, stone surfaces, textured rugs in wool or jute, deepen this quality, engaging the senses through texture and honesty of material rather than through color drama or decorative volume. The result is a home that feels calm, sophisticated, and effortlessly stylish in the truest sense, not fashionable for a season, but genuinely beautiful for the long term. When building a quiet luxury palette, invest in 1 or 2 quality natural material pieces rather than spreading the same budget across several lesser ones. Understated home decor that looks expensive, less clutter, more quality in every room. Quiet luxury in practice means choosing fewer decor pieces and choosing them better, a principle that suits small homes particularly well because it aligns aesthetic intention with spatial reality. A sculptural lamp, a beautifully crafted piece of furniture, and a single striking textile often carry more design weight than a room crowded with many decorative objects competing for attention. The negative space around a well-chosen piece is part of the design, giving each object room to be appreciated and giving the room as a whole a sense of breathing and calm that busy, cluttered interiors can never achieve. In small homes, this restraint is not a limitation, it is the strategy, and when applied well, it consistently produces interiors that look far more expensive than their actual cost. Before adding any new decor object to a room, apply a simple test. Does it add a texture, a natural material, a useful function, or a genuine moment of beauty? If the honest answer is none of the above, the room is better without it. Conclusion. Making a home feel elegant and expensive has very little to do with how large it is and everything to do with how intentionally it is designed. Thoughtful styling, layered textures, warm ambient lighting, and a curated collection of decor elements can transform even the smallest home into something that feels sophisticated, welcoming, and genuinely beautiful. Neutral color palettes, statement mirrors, quality lighting fixtures, and furniture chosen for both proportion and character are the practical tools, and all of them are accessible regardless of budget when approached with knowledge and patience. Let these ideas be a starting point rather than a checklist. Explore what resonates with your own sense of beauty, trust your instincts, and remember that true luxury in interior design lives in the details: the quality of a fabric, the warmth of a lamp, the rightness of a single well-chosen object on a coffee table. Every small home holds the possibility of becoming a beautiful retreat, and all it takes is the willingness to be intentional about what you bring into it.